So I am a chronic overthinker. If you've seen any of my videos, or if you know anything about me, you know I talk about overthinking a lot. And I was trying to come up with some ideas for a video as to what to talk about, and I noticed myself starting to get that paralysis itch where I couldn't think of anything, and the things that I could think of were too big, and I didn't have enough time, and I didn't have enough this, and I didn't have enough that. Last night I was just laying in bed watching some YouTube videos, and this guy came across my YouTube channel named Casey Nice Stats. This is apparently one of the most popular vloggers in the world. He makes really good stuff. I kind of just found out about him. Sorry, Casey. But I thought what I would do is I was sitting in my chair this morning was I couldn't really figure out an idea. So I thought, what if I make a vlog? I've never made a vlog traditionally before. So I thought after watching this guy and how he does it, why not? So I'm just going to take you through my day, talk about managing overthinking, share some insights that I have along the way. Yeah, thanks for joining. This is my first vlog ever. First thing that I do when I wake up is I try to go through my morning routine. I haven't been very strict with my morning routine, and it's sort of been intentional. Sometimes when I get into a rut or something, I need to shake things up. One of the most easiest things to shake up is a morning routine because it's something that happens over and over and over. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I am the type of person who loves structure and discipline until I get bored, and then I need adventure. And then I love adventure until I get overwhelmed, and then I need structure and discipline. Normally, my morning routine consists of drinking water, journaling. I have 3 different types of journals. I have a tracking journal, a gratitude journal, and then just like a kind of like a vlog like this style journal. Then I sit down, I do a meditation. Yeah, and usually right after that, I start my day. Anyway, this is part 1. I don't know what time it is right now. The time right now it's 7:11 in the morning. The things I have to do today, I don't really have to do anything. It's a Sunday. These are the best days. I'm going to meet my friend Harrison. We do yoga every Sunday morning. This will be the last yoga that we get to do for a while, mainly because I go to BC. And so yeah, morning routine done. Getting ready, going to get on my way to yoga. Okay, here is my yoga setup. Pretty simple stuff. I got my shirt here. I think I got this at it's a thrift store, Christian thrift store. It was like $3 or something like that. Pretty breathable. One of my biggest problems when I do yoga is I get really hot, and where I do yoga, they don't let me take my shirt off. So I need something that's light and breathable. I got my Lululemon yoga shorts. These were a gift. I used to DJ weddings, DJ a friend's wedding. They gave me a Lululemon gift card, and this is what I got. These are amazing. And then I've got this yoga mat. This isn't actually the yoga mat that I use on the regular. This is my backup yoga mat, but I have the same thing. It's in blue. I don't know where it's from. Whoever has that. Very cool. Very nice. Thank you. One other thing, I just wanted to show my bag. This is my workout yoga bag. You know what? I started this video off by talking about overthinking, and I do have times where I just make quick decisions, and they usually pay off. I got this bag for $1. It has these broken little buckles, but that's okay. Anyway, it's a canvas bag. I used to take it hiking all the time until I got a real hiking bag. This thing's amazing. It's very close to my favorite color, which is aubergine, made by Mount Coleman. I don't know what year it is. It's waterproof. It's amazing. Got my lotion because I hate coming out of the steam room and being all dry and crackly. That's my whole yoga setup. So one of the things I was talking about earlier was switching up routine. A lot of the times my routines they're awesome, but I feel like there's something that I can go back to. But another thing that really helps me with overthinking is making decisions. There are 2 types of decisions that I usually make if I find myself in the overthinking trap. One of them is saying yes, and one of them is saying no. And this kind of comes with a warning of caution because it took me a very long time to sort of figure out when to say yes and when to say no. But as I talked about before, a lot of the times if I'm feeling bored, there's usually means I should say yes to things. And if I feel like I'm stretching myself too thin, it probably means that I need some type of boundary. So that's usually when I start saying no to things. It's a really interesting concept because yes can get me into a lot of trouble and no can isolate me a lot. But sometimes I need the isolation and self-reflection, and sometimes I need to get into trouble. Today, to try to challenge my overthinking mind, I'm gonna just say yes to things. I'm also gonna see if I can't throw in just like a little itty bitty adventure somewhere. I don't know, something special. Stay tuned. Just on my way to get into my car, and I've locked myself out of the house. It's only like -10. I think I should survive. Yeah, I think that's so funny on the overthinking video. Sometimes you overthink things, and then sometimes you think so much you underthink them. So another thing that helps me with overthinking is see the fear and do it anyway, or feel the fear and do it anyway. I live in what I consider to be the most beautiful country and city in the world, Calgary, Alberta. It is gorgeous here, as you can see behind me, but I hate the winter. It is freezing cold, and it's cold. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. You know, I thought that the weather was going to ruin my plans, because I had this big shoot planned, and I was going to come up here. I was going to do a whole thing, and then it got cold, and I didn't want to. But yeah, it's not as big of a shoot as I wanted, but what a great excuse to show you my city. See the fear, feel the fear, do it anyway. Also, this isn't going to apply to everybody. You kind of got to meet yourself where you're at. For some people, we were talking earlier about boundaries, protection and boundaries. It's not often easy. It can be sometimes dangerous to just sort of jump into something that you're not comfortable doing. But I don't know. It's winter. I live in Canada. It should be okay. There's a train now coming. I'll see if I can get it. What happens if you overthink the positive? I just came out of my yoga class. Something that I love about yoga is how I feel. When I feel going in, I often feel static and icky, like I don't want to do it. And then at the very end, they do the shavasana. You're like laying there and, you know, palms to the ceiling, and you just kind of get a moment to meditate or think or whatever people do. And it always frustrates me when I'm laying there and I can't focus my mind or turn my mind off. There's this thing I used to do, or I kind of do occasionally when I'm in that scenario, and if my brain's not going to turn off and it's going to overthink, then what happens if I just switch the vibe to gratitude? So in that moment, I'm sitting there and I'm overthinking, and I'm wishing I wasn't overthinking, and then I thought, you know what, I'm so grateful that I get to think. I just thought there was such a thing. So if you're going to overthink, see if you can switch your mind to overthinking the positive, as opposed to always overthinking the negative or something that's stressing you out. The whole entire day of overthinking and managing my overthinking and what it was like going through a day. If there's one piece of advice, one thing that I could leave you, the thing to know and understand that would probably solve most of your problems with overthinking would have to be that you must